Hey everybody, you still with me? Hey everybody, this video brings us back out to Walt Disney World. We are here at the Magic Kingdom. We are here on Tom Sawyer Island. I had to get back out here today, and today is the last day that I will be able to check this out due to the fact that I downgraded my my annual pass to the Pirate Pass. I am actually blocked out of the parks for a couple of days coming up, and I'm actually going to Georgia in a couple of days. Actually, tomorrow. Tomorrow I leave for Georgia, so I'll be in Georgia for a couple of days, and then when I get back, I'll be blocked out of Walt Disney World. So unfortunately, I won't be able to come here on the last day of operation, which is actually going to be July 6th. July 6th is the last day I or anybody else will be able to enjoy Tom Sawyer Island, and starting on the 7th, this will all be shut down. Unfortunately, the mill is not running at the moment. Normally, this is all spinning around. I would love to show you that because there's some cool little Easter eggs within the gears here. There's actually a bird that's made its nest. I believe it's right kind of there. It's a bird that has made its nest in one of the missing gears. So there's a nest inside there, and as it spins around, those little pikes there miss him, which is pretty awesome. But the owl is still hooting at us. That is cool. So I really wanted to film the ride over here on the rafts. I had to show that off. I'm trying to do not necessarily like a crazy detail like video vlog for you guys, but I don't know. I want to walk around the whole entire island, showing it off, documenting it, because I love Tom Sawyer Island. As a kid, I loved coming over here. As an adult, I still love coming over here. I loved bringing my son over here. I have videos somewhere of the first time ever taking my son here, and it was awesome to watch him explore the whole island, go through the caves, go over the barrel bridge, go into the mills and whatnot. He had so much fun with the island. Look at that. Huck, Tom, Hart, Becky. You can see they've been whitewashing the fence. Pretty awesome. So again, I love it over here so much, and this is going to be my last time ever over here, which is horribly depressing. At the end of this video, towards the end, I'll give my thoughts on them getting rid of this and what this is turning into, and if I'm kind of pro or against it. I'll give my thoughts on that. But it is sad to see this going. It is sad to see Rivers of America going. All this river. Well, there's still gonna be a kind of a river, but not this river. This river is gonna be going away. The Liberty Bell boat, which is normally parked right there, you guys saw it in the beginning of this video, that is going to be going away. I think, is it the train or the Liberty Bell? You hear something whistling off in the distance. That'll be going away. And this whole island will be demolished. It will be going away. Here's Aunt Polly's, which is never open, by the way. Aunt Polly's used to run like seasonally, and then it just kind of stopped. But these are the infamous Coke machines. These are look at these. They're very, very, very old Coke machines. They're super crazy, ridiculously old. And from what I hear, very temperamental. Sometimes you'll actually get a beverage. Sometimes you won't get a beverage. It's I've heard so many myths and legends just about these Coke machines, just in general, because they are so old. I mean, look how much rust is on all of these. They are falling apart. They have not been replaced in a very, very long time. Again, check it out. You can check out hashtags. There's so many different myths and legends, and so many videos of people actually trying to get beverages and seeing, will it just take your money, or will you actually get a beverage? You never really know. This is so much fun over here. So they actually open up at 11 o'clock. The island opens at 11, even though the park opens at 9. Look at the crookedness of the, look at that. I love it. Even though the park opened at 9, this is crazy. The island did not open till 11, but they actually opened it up early today. We were all kind of waiting in line for them to open it up, and come 10:30, they actually opened up the island, because they know people are going to want to come out here. People are going to want to explore this, and let's see, the rope or the barrel bridge is open. We're gonna definitely check that out. But just look at this. Look at the theming. It is awesome over here. There's the Haunted Mansion. Here comes the Liberty Bell. Let's try to go across the Barrel Bridge before the boat gets here. So here it is, Barrel Bridge entrance. Barrel Bridge, Tom and Huck's way, the other way. So of course Tom and Huck want to go this way. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Whoa. So the good news is, when the new land comes here, after they tear this out, in the concept art, they have shown a barrel bridge. So, in theory, I don't know if I should discuss this now or towards the end of the video, but in theory, some things, some elements of Tom Sawyer Island will actually remain. Look at that, that was so much fun. We're gonna do it again. Some elements of the actual island will remain. We're gonna have a barrel bridge, apparently. I think I even saw tunnels, possibly on the concept art. So they might actually still have some things, which I think is really cool because, okay, you're getting rid of this, which again, I'm not gonna talk about yet, but I can kind of understand why they're getting rid of all this. But keep some of the best parts of it. Keep some of the parts that really the kids love, like the tunnels, like the barrel bridge. I think Disney should do that more, where they say, all right, we're getting rid of this thing people love, we're tearing it down. It's not gonna be here. It's not gonna be here any longer, but we're gonna keep a couple elements from the old attraction, from the old thing everybody loves, to just make everybody happy. I think they should continue to do stuff like that. And if they are doing that with the new land they're putting over here, if they're going to actually have a barrel bridge and they're gonna have tunnels, that'll be pretty awesome. I mean, look at all the people over here just coming to enjoy the barrel bridge alone. We are gonna go across it one more time. There it is. There's a Liberty Bell. Look at that. That's going away too. Today would also be my last day to get on this. I'm gonna try to get on this before I leave, before I head back home. I have a limited time out here today. But look at that. How awesome and amazing is that? All right, over the barrel bridge one more time. Here we go. Ready? You gotta be careful with this barrel bridge too, because if you step on it at the right place, or you get the right, like, I mean, you see it's a little wet down there. If you get the right amount of weight on this, you can actually have the barrels kind of go down enough that it splashes water back up into you. So you can get wet walking across the barrel bridge. You can also very easily fall over to the side of this. I wonder how many people fall into the water every year. Look at that, so cool. So amazing. All right, one more time across the river. Here we go. Oh, you see, look, water. It's all wet there. Somebody got the water to actually splash up. I want to try to avoid that. There you go, wet again. That is too incredibly cool. Kind of want to do it again. Just walk in circles all day long, going across the barrel bridge. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's probably going to be pretty long, but totally worth it to explore all of Tom Sawyer Island and to talk about it, talk about how much I love it over here. Again, as a kid, loved coming to Walt Disney World and exploring this, going through the caves, again, over the barrel bridge, playing on the little fort, just all the cool, fun stuff. We are going to cross it just one more time. So I want to get a good shot of this. Having so much fun over here as a kid. I absolutely loved coming over here. And again, as an adult, loved coming over here as well. There's been times back like years ago, I used to come down to Disney just for like, I kind of took like a personal vacation where, you know, get away from the family, get away from the friends, just kind of, you know, have some time to yourself. It's always good to get away. I always say that if you're in a relationship or you're married or you have kids or something like that, it's always good to get away. The husband goes away for a little bit, maybe the wife goes away for a little bit, just some time to yourself to just get away from all the hustle and bustle. Get away from your job, get away from your family for a little bit. Just go and have like a week or two to yourself. So every year I used to take like a personal vacation for 2 weeks. I would come down here to Disney by myself. And there was a day where I came over here and stayed from opening till close. I was over here all day long, just kind of hanging out in the caves, because the caves are air conditioned, by the way, but hanging out in the caves. Then I went over to the fort, Fort Langhorn, which again, we'll talk about in a little bit. I went over to Fort Langhorn, hung out over there on the rocking chairs until literally, I didn't realize they were closing. They closed like by dark. So I didn't realize, and we will be going over the bridge in a little bit, but I went on some rocking chairs over there, not realizing they closed early, and then they came over and kicked me out. They said, you gotta go. We're shutting down. We're closing. So, all right, we're gonna go through the mine. I believe this is Old Scratch's mine. I think this is Old Scratch's mine, if I'm not mistaken. So here we go. Listen to can you hear that? The sound of like wind blowing through the cave. This was always my favorite part of Tom Sawyer Island. Look at this. Look at the kind of like skull, like the faces in the cave right there. You can see the eyes and the nose and the mouth, and the eyes, nose, mouth. This is so cool. By the way, either the AC has only recently been turned on and hasn't gotten cold in here yet, or they've got the AC off, because normally it's pumping in here. Normally they got the AC going pretty hardcore in here, and it feels really, really good to be sitting in here. This is where I sat for like 3 hours. I just sat in the mouth of this face right here and just sat there and just kept cool in here for a couple of hours. But not today. It's very humid and muggy and disgusting in here today. But look at all the different ways you can kind of get around in here. You can very easily get lost walking around here. This is the way we came from, but you can see, like I turned myself around. You could so get lost in these caves, but like only kind of sort of come back around here. Oh wait, there's the face again. Oh, we gotta go this way. See, it's very, very confusing, and that's why it's so much fun. It kind of gives you that, like they designed it. The Imagineers designed it in just a way that it's like you kind of get lost, but not exactly. It feels like you're getting lost, but there's only so many ways you can go. So you're not really getting lost. This hasn't been filled with water in years, unfortunately. This used to be filled with water. I have not seen this. I have not seen water in here in, I don't know, over a decade, I think at this point. I started coming back down here as an adult in 2010, and I don't believe there was water in it back then. So look, you can go this way, you can go this way. Again, another little area you can easily get lost in. Come around here, you can go back that way where we came from, or you can come back this way, which again is like where we just came from. We came from this direction, but now we can go this way. So there's these little pockets of columns of stalag. No, these are columns. Stalactite holds tight to the ceiling. Stalagmite might go to the top, or as I like to say, stalactite holds tight to the ceiling. Stalagmite is just the other one. You don't need to have two sayings. So I'm actually kind of see now I'm kind of turned around. I think we need to go this way, if I'm not mistaken. So again, you can get very easily lost in these caves. Okay, there we go. We found the exit. If I end up back in that dry, like bottomless well, then I know I went the wrong way. So look at that, Old Scratch's mine. How cool was that? But that's not the only tunnel. There are 3 tunnels on the island that we can go through, and we are absolutely checking all 3 of them out. We're gonna go up here now. So up here is like a playground area, which has been kind of I don't know, like dismantled a bit over the years. This used to be a bit more epic. There used to be more stuff up here for the kids to do. There's all kinds of cool stuff you used to be able to do, like over here and whatnot, but all that's been missing for a long time now. But there is still, I believe, a play area over here. I remember my son playing over here. He loved it. And I have video of him like so excited going across the bridge, which has no water, unfortunately, at the moment. Dry river. But him coming over here, all excited. You can bring you can do like a picnic over here. You can bring your lunch over here and have a picnic on Tom Sawyer Island. That is cool. But this right here, my son loved playing in here. We had a hard time getting him out of here when I brought him over here. Welcome to Tom Sawyer Scavenger's Fort. This play area is for the enjoyment of children ages 2 to 12. So there you go. But I've of course played in here. There's a tunnel down here for kids to go through. There's a whole area up here to climb up into. Look at the barrels. You can tell like this looks like it was made by Tom. David and Shannon, that's me, but that's not me. They were here just recently. You shouldn't, don't do that. I mean, they're tearing this down in just a couple of days, so whatever, but don't do that. You can see, look at this, made out of old like boat parts and whatnot. You can stand in here and go, here we go, climb over this and go. Oh, I'm the king of the world! Oh my gosh, it's very wobbly. Okay, that was a terrible, awful, horrible idea. That is very wobbly. Wow, that how is that wobbly? There's a pole there, and yet somehow, look at that. Somehow this wobbles. I don't know. I don't get that. But look at that, made out of old boats. You see, there's a boat upside down there. There's like a mast. This is neat. There's whatever this is here. I believe this at one point it was like a steering wheel. I think at one point this was like kind of like the steering wheel of a ship, but it's been broken. Disney hasn't fixed it. There's the gunpowder barrel over there. This is cool. All right, we gotta go find the other tunnels now. There's a port. Very, very cool. I'm gonna get my son loved it up there. I wish he was with me today. He's actually in North Carolina visiting some friends at the moment, which is great, but kind of wish he was here to enjoy this one last time with me, because like I said, as of the 6th, well, the 6th is the last day you can enjoy this. As of the 7th, closed down forever. All right, so there's the exit of the mine shaft. We don't want to go in there yet. Here we go. What? Oh, the sign's back. Welcome. If you like dark caves, mystery mines, bottomless pits, shaky bridges, and big rocks, you have come to the best place I know. If you don't like creepy old scary places, don't worry. Huck Finn and myself was plenty scared too. Huck was more scared than me. Tom was not Huck. So this sign was actually gone for a while. I thought they took it down due to the fact that welcome is spelled the way in which it's spelled. I honestly thought they got rid of it because people were taking pictures of it, kind of making fun of the spelling of that. But the sign's back. The sign was gone last time I was here. So this is everything. This is Tom Sawyer Island. This is the Explorer map. You can see this is where we are. See where we are right now is like right about, this is the landing. So we're like right about here right now. There's the mill right there. We were over here earlier. There's where the owl was, and there's where we just were, where like the boat is, and the barrel bridge is back there. Oh, there's the barrel bridge right there. We are gonna head over to the fort in a little bit. So Mark Twain was born Samuel Langhorn Clemens, we'll talk about that in a little bit, in 1835. You can read all that. So really, really awesome. Very cool. This is amazing. I love it. I want this map on a shirt. I'm sure it's been done. I'm sure somebody's already put that on a t-shirt to wear. Okay, heading over here. We saw a snake over here last time we were on this island. You can see the water is completely dried up. Normally this is full of water, but right now it's not. And last time there was a snake going through the water. And sadly, I don't think we can actually, we can't actually go into the windmill right now. It's closed. You can see it's spinning there. You can at least get a shot of this. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing in here. It smells like old wood. I love it. So unfortunately, closed at the moment. We can't go in. Again, when it gets to the point where look at all that. Look at all the, oh my gosh, look at the termites. Maybe that's why it's closed. That is all termite damage right here. Wow, that is bad. Look at that. So that's what happens is that when these places, we're gonna go in there in a second. Oh no, sorry. This is Old Scratch's Mystery Mine. What was the other one? I guess the other one was just a cave. The other one was a cave. This is the Mystery Mine. The other one wasn't a mine. It was just a cave. Anyway, I'm getting all confused. Anyway, so when these attractions start to get close to closing down, we're like, okay, this is not going to be around much longer. We're shutting all this down, and something breaks. Disney is like, well, we're not going to put the money back into fixing it. We're going to be tearing this down in like 3 weeks. Why would we spend, thousands of dollars to rebuild this, to replace this, to fix that, to get this back up and running again when when it's just gonna be torn down. So unfortunately, some of this stuff is not working right now. But look at the rocking chairs here. You put some checkers and chess down there. I love just sitting on the rocking chair. The little crooked bridge is closed right now. This used to take you up into the windmill, but not now. Unfortunately, again, closed down, probably due to termite infestation, or so I'm going to assume. Yeah, that is not good. All those planks of wood are just completely destroyed by termites. Maybe it's not structurally sound anymore. I don't know. Shame we can't go over the bridge, but we are going to go into Old Scratch's mystery mine in just a second. I'm going to let some people go through first. Again, look at that. You can see like it's all up through there as well. Ooh, look at that. It's all from termites. Wow. Yeah, maybe not so structurally sound anymore at this point due to all the termite damage. See, there's a lot of people coming over here. So yeah, right down here, we're looking at the water. There's a snake going through the water. So, all right, Old Scratch's mystery mine. I have explored many old mines, but this is the best ever. Strange things happening here, so keep a sharp eye out and don't stop for nothing, Tom. All right, here we go. This is actually Old Scratch's mystery mine. You can see there's a shovel there. Here we go. Okay, the AC is definitely on in here, and it feels so good right now. The air conditioning was probably just broke in the other cave, unfortunately. I love all the timbers. I mean, it looks like a mine. In fact, I was in a mine a couple of years back in North Carolina, and it looked very similar to this. I honestly felt like I was in Tom Sawyer Island. So look at this. I love the way this is slanted. It's like a mystery house. You see, it looks like the water is actually going uphill, but it's not. It's an optical illusion because we're standing on a slant. It's actually just slightly downhill, but it doesn't look like it is. It looks like it's actually going from down to up due to the way we're standing. See that? That is pretty cool. And look at all the jewels back there. And they actually, you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it over the water, but it hums. I always wondered why it hums. I mean, it glows. I guess if the jewels are glowing, they'd be humming, right? That is cool. Wow, that light is that's different. I haven't seen the light flickering before. Look at this. Look at that. Again, optical illusion. It's like a fun house. It's like a mystery house. It looks like it's getting smaller as you go through the timbers. Such a cool effect. I love this. This again, the caves are by far my favorite part. The mystery mine's cool. I prefer the cave a little bit more just because I like hanging out in there. Although today it's the complete opposite because it's very warm out, very humid out. Of course, it's very warm and very humid out in Florida at the moment. It's almost July. It's very, very hot. So that cave felt really good. The mystery mine felt really, really good with the AC on. The cave is a little warm, a little humid, a little stagnant. Unfortunately, there we go. We came back around to the mystery mine. All right, we're gonna go over to Fort Langhorn next. I'm gonna take you guys over there. There's another cave we can explore over there. Which way we should go? I feel like let's just go this way. Just kind of hang out on the rocking chairs for a while. If I had more time to kill today, again, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I gotta get back home in a little bit. But if I had more time to kill, I would just honestly just hang out in the rocking chairs for just hours on end. I've done it before. I would do it again. Look at the view of, well, I was gonna say Splash Mountain, but Tiana's Bayou Adventure over there. This is cool. I love it. All right, moving on, switching hands. This hand's getting tired. Big Thunder Mountain's actually down for refurbishment at the moment, so we can't watch the trains go by, sadly. I love it. Just again, I love it out here. I know I keep saying that. I keep saying I love it. It's amazing. I love it. But it is amazing, and I do love it. Wow, somebody has already lost their. Here's the cave again. I'm so tempted to go through the cave again, but it's not AC'd. I'm gonna pass on the cave. Looks like somebody's already lost a water bottle. It's only been open for about a half hour now, and somebody already lost their water bottle out here. So okay, we're gonna head over to the fort, over to Fort Langhorn now, across the bridge. Again, we'll let some people cross over first. You can hear the howling of the wolves, or the their wolf, their castle. You can hear the howling of the wolves over at the Haunted Mansion. I love the views out here. All right, so let's head over the bridge here, the rope bridge here. This takes us over to Fort Langhorn. Now, if you guys watched my video previously, where I went to Christmas, Florida, and visited Fort Christmas, I mentioned, I love the shakiness of this bridge. I mentioned that Fort Christmas reminded me a lot of Fort Langhorn over here on Tom Sawyer Island. And you're gonna see what I mean. It looks very, very similar. It's definitely like an 1800s fort. They designed this after, and I'm sure all forts from back in the 1800s were probably similar in design. So I don't think it's based off one specific fort, but it's based off of just forts from that time period. And here it is, Fort Langhorn, named after Samuel Langhorn Clemens. Langhorn being the middle name of Samuel Clemens. This is cool. Look at this. That's amazing. Everybody over here getting their pictures taken. It'll be nice. Let them get their photos taken. I'm having so much fun. All right, here we go. Fort Langhorn. Look at this. Again, very, very similar to Fort Christmas, which we just visited. You can see how many people are already over here. Again, this just opened, and this place is already full of people. Got the well here with no bucket. The bucket's missing, unfortunately. Again, things just aren't getting replaced. I got rifles down here. I hear these are like the best restrooms to use. I've never used these restrooms. I've heard rumors. If I had to go, I would go. I've heard rumors that they're like the best restrooms. The rifle roost here. We're gonna go up there in a minute. The blacksmith is over here. You can play checkers out here as well. There's the escape tunnel that we're definitely going through. Got the flag up there. This over here is the guardhouse. I love the guardhouse. I'll show you guys why, because look at that. He's not snoring today. Again, things are breaking and they're not fixing them. Usually this guy right here is snoring. You can see his chest going up and down a little bit. He's breathing, so he's still breathing. He's just not snoring at the moment. Normally he does snore. That is a shame. That is cool. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the blacksmith. Look at that. You see the chickens there. You got the horse. They're wagging their tail and everything. They're making horse noises. The chickens are making their chicken noises. All the different tools and horseshoes and whatnot hanging on the walls. There's the yokes. This is just too cool. There's the blacksmiths right there. You can see, look at that. I mean, it looks like a real person, the way he's pumping the bellows. The other one there's putting the horseshoe into the fire, or into the fire. There's the water down there, which the dog is drinking out of. That's where they would cool down everything they're making after they're done forging it. There's a dog down there drinking some water. And there's a hidden Mickey right upside down. Hidden Mickey right there. Do you guys see it? Hidden Mickey. Just all the detail that the Imagineers put into stuff like this. You don't see this anymore, unfortunately, in Disney. You feel like I feel like all this detail just isn't represented as much. I love all the little things like that. Just the fact that you can walk over here and see all these like just these little things. You can look into the blacksmith's shop and see So many details. See the blacksmiths making the tools. See the animals clucking and neighing. All the different stuff on the walls. Just so much detail put into this. Again, you just don't see this kind of stuff anymore. But all right, I want to take you guys up into the rifle roosts here. So this is one of the this is one of my favorite parts of just all of Walt Disney World, and I will show you guys why. So look at the cannon here. Use cotton when shooting. Look at that. Oh, there you go. we could destroy everybody on the Liberty Bell right now. One cannonball right now would do the trick. Look at that. But if you come over here, you come up here, you can actually, right, here you go. I'll show this to you guys. Look at this. You take these rifles. No joke. I am literally shooting people on the Liberty Bell, which is one of the most disturbing things you can do here in all of Walt Disney World. I'm just picking them off one at a time. And that is one of my favorite things in all of Walt Disney World. The fact that you can come up here, you can grab yourself a rifle, and you can shoot everybody on the Liberty Bell as they pass by. There's more rifles. Well, there usually are more. Oh, there's one rifle up there. Usually there's more rifles up there. Again, things are just breaking and not getting replaced. But yes, here in Walt Disney World, you can actually grab yourself a rifle and fire off at passersby on the Liberty Bell. I'm gonna take you guys. I'm gonna go up there as well. We're gonna explore the whole entire island. Again, this is gonna be a long video, but totally 100% worth it. Look at the antlers up there. So again, rifles are, well, there's one rifle still. Usually there's a rifle right here as well, but one rifle still up here. Does it still fire? It does. Not as loud. That is neat. There's Holden timber, whatever that is. There's some, I guess, explosives there. Ammo there, a couple of books. There's a blanket. I don't usually walk over here, to be honest. This is maybe only like the second time I've ever walked across this little area here. Everybody's out here right now exploring. Some more rifles up here as well. This one actually has two rifles, which again, when the Liberty Bell is coming across the river there. Oh, this one doesn't fire. Does this one fire? Well, this one does. This one's loud. There you go. As the Liberty Bell comes by, we could wait right now for the Liberty Bell to come by and just peg off people on the other side of the boat. We got the people from one side. We got the people from the other side this time. Definitely happy I'm walking across these little areas right here. Again, I don't usually do this. I don't usually come up. I mean, I come up to like this area, usually shoot some guns, and then come down there. I don't usually walk over here. This is maybe only like the second, third time I've really done this. I've really come over here and gone through all the different rifle roosts and explore these little walkways, these catwalks up here. This is cool. I'm so happy I'm doing this. And again, you can get a fantastic view of the Liberty Bell as it comes around the bend and goes over to the docking area. Pretty sure that's what he's doing, waiting for the Liberty Bell to come by. There's a rifle up here as well. Does this one fire? It does. So there you go. Where else but in Walt Disney World can you take a rifle and shoot and peg people off on a different Disney attraction? You can do the same thing on the other side too, as Big Thunder Mountain's coming around. As it comes like down and around the bend, you can actually peg people off there as well. So think of all the children growing up who will not get to take a rifle here on Tom Sawyer Island at Fort Langhorn, and shoot everybody on a boat, and shoot everybody on a train. No more. I've done it. I've done it so many times. All right, I would wait for the Liberty Bell to come around again, but we've done it. We've shot those on the Liberty Bell. I've done enough damage. You're good. I've committed enough murders today with the rifles here. I think we're good. But here it comes. Actually, there's the Liberty Bell right there, coming around the bend. Look at that. The views of this are just so cool. And to think all of this, in just a couple of days will be no more. I mean, it'll still be here for a little while, but they're gonna start tearing this all down. All these people over here who are enjoying this, they will never be able to enjoy this again. I will never be able to bring my son over here to enjoy this again. That is pretty depressing. Look at the antlers on the roof as well. But there it is. Pretty cool. All right, we're gonna go back down now. So it is depressing. It is sad. It is sad to think about. I thought that gun was just going off by itself for a second. Ghost gun. It is sad to think about all this going away. Again, I have my thoughts on it. I will talk to you guys about that in just a couple of minutes. We're gonna go through the last of the tunnels. This is the escape tunnel, which I gotta warn you, if you are gonna come out here and you're maybe a little bigger of a person, be forewarned, because it does get very tight. Watch your step. So it gets very tight through here. I always wondered how many people maybe get stuck in here every year. You can see already, it's not very wide. So this is the escape tunnel to get out of the fort. Again, you can kind of sort of maybe get lost in here. Very similar to the other tunnel. Like that's where we came from. We got to go back this way. There's a little bit of ventilation right there. Not air conditioned in here either. Very, very warm, very humid, very muggy in here. But also, again, very, very tight. Not very big ways. This is awesome. This is where, if you do come through here, be careful when you come around this bend. I've done it myself. I've seen many people, both adults and children, hiding in this little like nook back here. Because you can, like, look at this. Like once you're, can't even like see me. It's like pitch black back there. Many people hide in there. They like to jump out and scare people. But look at this. Look at this. Like, I can't even fit through here. I have to turn sideways. So again, be forewarned. If you're maybe a little bit bigger, you might not be able to get through this tunnel very easily. There we go. Leads you out behind the fort. And look at this, Liberty Bell coming by as we exit the tunnel. Everybody up there waving. I've got to get on this one last time before I leave. Hopefully I'll have enough time to just hop on this quickly. That is amazing. Again, I know I keep saying it, but so sad to think about this all going away. The Liberty Bell will be no more. Tom Sawyer Island will be no more. This will all be gone in just a few short days. In like what, 7 days, this will all be gone? Or at least shut down and getting ready to be dismantled and to be gone forever. They're turning this into a basically Cars Land, essentially, which I'm half excited about and half kind of sad about all at the same time. Looks like they actually got rid of the rocking chairs that used to be over here. This is where I sat for a good like 2 hours, right here on the rocking chair. I think it was like different time of the day, so the shade was here. I was sitting in the shade of the rocking chairs, and I sat here for like 2 hours just watching the trains go by on Big Thunder. Look at the new track, by the way. It's gonna be a nice smooth ride. Pretty excited about that. But I just sat here watching all the people on the roller coaster come by until they eventually said, you got to get out of here. They literally came over and kicked me out. I didn't realize what time it was. Didn't realize they were kicking me off the island. This is something I also don't normally do. Come through the little back entrance of the fort. I always forget this stuff is here. it's these little pockets, these little things that like you don't do very often. I forgot that you could actually go around the fort like that. It's cleared out a little bit over here. All right, I don't want to leave Fort Langhorn. I want to just hang out in here all day long. Honestly, if I did not have things to do this evening, if I didn't have somewhere to be, I may very well have just spent all day over here. Maybe at lunchtime I would have gone and got myself some lunch and then brought it back over here and had myself a little picnic. That would have been pretty awesome. But again, I do have things to do, so we are gonna wrap this video up. We've walked around the entire island at this point. I've shown you guys everything the island has to offer. We're 45 minutes into this video. Didn't think the video would actually be this long, but I really wanted to give you guys not necessarily like full detail, although I kind of sort of did that. But I wanted to just go through all this just to document it, not only for all of you guys to watch and enjoy, so in years to come, you can remember the amazingness that is Tom Sawyer Island, but also so that I can watch this video back and remember my time over here exploring. Again, I really wish my son was with me today. Had he not been in North Carolina, he would totally be with me today over here, enjoying this one last time. I feel so bad that he won't be able to come over here and enjoy this ever again. Really wish I would have brought him over here more. He's been over here multiple times, but I kind of wish looking back on it, I wish I would have brought him over here like hundreds more times. We should have just made days out of this. We should have just made days where we just came over here just to do Tom Sawyer Island quickly and then gone back home. That's the benefits of living down here. You can literally come to the park just to do this and then go back home if you want. That's what I did today. I came over here, got myself a quick little breakfast, and then popped over here. But all right, guys, so I did promise you my thoughts, my feelings towards this. I love Tom Sawyer Island. I feel it's an amazing place for kids to explore. It is a great place for kids' imaginations. And is that poison ivy down there? I'm not gonna go anywhere near whatever that is. Anyway, I feel it's a great place for kids to explore, for a great place for kids' imagination. They can pretend they're pirates. They can pretend they're Tom and Huck. They can explore all the different mines, all the different tunnels. They can explore all of this. It's a great place to explore and to use your creativity, a place for kids to run around and have a really fun time. And for that reason, I think this place is amazing. Just for the fun of kids alone, I think the Tom Sawyer Island is fantastic. It harkens back to classic Disney. It's back before we needed just thrill ride after thrill ride after thrill ride. It harkens back to a time when you could have something like this, a little island to explore. And this was exciting. This was interesting. This was neat. This was something people wanted to do. But now it's all about how many thrill rides can we have? How many cool attractions can we have? An island as an attraction? Now people don't want that anymore. People want the big, new, cool, awesome thrill rides. That's what people want. A boat? You just take around a river? What do you mean you just stand on a boat and it takes you on a river around an island? How is that exciting? That's what people probably, unfortunately, nowadays think. But again, this harkens back to a time when things were simpler, to when theme parks were simpler. You could do something like this, and this was exciting. This was interesting. This was cool to come over here and explore this. And I think maybe as adults nowadays maybe don't enjoy this kind of stuff as much. I mean, yeah, if you're a Disney fan, you of course do, but maybe your average adult who's not some big Disney fan who's just visiting Walt Disney World, maybe this is not exactly on their must-to-do list, but I think any kid, any child who comes over here would have a blast. If you are, well, again, closing in just a couple of days, but if you are going to be down here in the next couple of days and you have a kid, come over here. Even honestly, even if you don't have a kid, get over here, check this out. But especially if you have a kid, bring them over here. Let them enjoy this. Let them see this. Let them go through the caves. Let them go over the barrel bridge. Let them explore the island. Just let them lead. You walk behind them. You let them lead the way. That's what I did the first time I ever brought my son over here. I said, have at it. I let him run around. He led the way. He explored. He found the bridges. He found the barrels. He found the little forts on the top up there. He found the tunnels. He explored. I just walked behind him and let him do his thing. He had so much fun doing that. So again, I love this, and I really am gonna miss it. It is sad to see all of this go, but at the same time, to play devil's advocate, if that's the saying I want to use, I can't say I don't get it. I do get it. I do understand. This is a huge chunk of property, and it's being taken up by an island you have to take a raft over to explore. An island that, again, is probably not on most people visiting Walt Disney World. If you're visiting Walt Disney World for your first time, you're coming for like just a couple of days maybe, this probably isn't on your must-to-do list. This probably isn't the thing you're like, oh, I'm dying to do Tom Sawyer Island. You're probably going to do all the roller coasters and Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean and all that stuff. This is probably not your go-to attraction while you're visiting. So it takes up a lot of space. It's a huge chunk of property here in Walt Disney World, in the Magic Kingdom. Same thing with Liberty Bell and the Rivers of America. Takes up a lot. And I guarantee you the Liberty Bell is also not on people's must-to-do list. It's literally just a boat that you stand on and it goes around the island. Not super exciting, but I love it. I think it's awesome. I'm not knocking it. It's amazing. I love doing it. I've done it so many times, and I will continue to do it. And I'm going to try to do it today if I have time to do it quickly before I have to head back home. So I love this whole area. But again, I get it. I get the fact that it takes up a ton of space. It's not the most exciting. It's not the most to-do thing here in the park. And Disney probably said to themselves, hey, this takes up a lot of space. This takes up a lot of room. It's not the most popular thing we have here in the park. And because it's not popular and because it takes up a lot of space, we should really just tear this all down and put in a whole new Cars land. And that is what we're getting here. We're getting a whole new Cars area. There's gonna be like a Radiator Springs type of thing, a whole new attraction or two that they're putting in over here, which I'm very much excited for. I've seen concept art, I've heard about it, I've heard Disney talk about it. It sounds pretty amazing and pretty awesome, and it's gonna be really cool once it's built. But again, Tom Sawyer Island being gone forever will be a very sad thing. I will have so many great memories of this. That's why I'm so happy I'm documenting this today, because I have so many memories of this. I have so many memories with my son out here, and it will be very sad to see all this go. But like I said, playing devil's advocate, I get it. I totally understand Disney's thought process behind getting rid of it. Sometimes when Disney gets rid of things for other things, I can't help but think, what were they thinking? Sometimes I'm like, well, I don't understand why they're getting rid of this thing to put in another thing. Why not keep the old thing and put the new thing somewhere else? Like, why Disney? Why are you doing this? But this time, again, I get it. This is a really, really big chunk of property that takes up a ton of space here in the park, and it, in the mind's eye of the Walt Disney Company, could be put to better use. Me, I say keep it, but again, I get it. I understand. And again, I am excited for the new Cars land. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be really, really neat. They're shooting fireworks off over the castle. The new Cars land is going to be really cool, and I'm excited for it. But like I said, I will absolutely 100% miss the island. The fact that this is my last time ever over here. When I leave the park today, when I leave the island today, I will know that this is it. I will never be back here again. And again, that is really, really sad. I will never be able to bring my son over here again. So, like I said, mixed feelings when it comes to all of this. Excited for all the new stuff coming to the park. Excited for a whole new Cars land here in the park. Excited for everything I've seen in the concept art. Excited if they do keep a barrel bridge as part of the new land. Excited if they keep some tunnels as part of the new land, which again, it looks like from the concept art they are doing, which I think is such a brilliant idea. of Disney. I gotta give Disney kudos for that. Okay, they're tearing all this down, but they're keeping some of the most fun elements from this still intact. That is cool. I'm very much looking forward to that. I really hope they do keep some tunnels and whatnot. Maybe they'll even call the tunnel Old Scratch's Mine or something like that. Who knows? Let's go through it again. So, like I said, definitely mixed feelings, but it's gonna be cool when they open up the new land. But all right, guys, I think we've explored the island enough. I think an hour into this video, we're good. I've said my thoughts. I've made my peace. I've told you guys about how much I'm gonna miss this, how much I love this, how much this little area means to me, how much I loved playing over here as a kid, how much I love bringing my son out here to see all this and to do all this, but how I also understand what Disney's thinking and why they're doing this, and how I am excited for everything new coming to Walt Disney World and the Magic Kingdom in the not too distant future. Should be pretty awesome. But all right, guys, again, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna let you go. Feels so good. The AC's in here, going on in here, it feels so good. It's kind of the real reason why I walked to the mine one more time, because the AC's going. It felt so good in there, but with that being said, it's very warm out. I'm gonna go get myself something to drink, some bottles of water. I need to keep myself rehydrated, definitely. But there you go, Tom Sawyer Island. Some more restrooms over here, some more checkers over here. There's a Farmer's Almanac. Thermometer there, 1818. Everybody over here right now waiting to get off the island. I'm gonna go join them, guys. So, all right, again, we're an hour into this video. I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna say, comments down below. Leave your comments down below. I wanna hear about you and your memories and your thoughts about Tom Sawyer Island. Did you love it? Was this one of your favorite places to explore and favorite places to visit as a kid or as an adult? Are you going to miss this? Or do you understand, kind of get why they're doing it? Maybe you don't care about this. Maybe Tom Sawyer Island and the Liberty Bell were never your favorite attractions, and you're excited for a new Cars Land, for some new, more thrill rides to come to the park. Maybe this is something you're very, very excited about. Leave your comments down below. Or maybe you're like me and you're a little bit indifferent. Part of you is very sad to see all this going away, because part of you really does love Tom Sawyer Island, but at the same time, you also get why they're doing it. So leave those comments down below. I want to hear about you and your memories and your thoughts about Tom Sawyer Island. But all right, I don't know why I walked up those stairs. I am very winded at the moment. Very, very warm at the moment. So, all right, with that, guys, I am gonna let you guys go. So I wanted to come over here just one last time. Wanted to explore the island one last time. Document it, show it to you guys. Unfortunately, again, the mill is not running at the moment. Wish I could have shown you guys a really cool bird. The bird that's hidden in there. Little cool Easter egg. Mr. Owl is still hooting at us, which is awesome. And there's one last shot of the Liberty Bell there, getting ready to take off. Right, I'm gonna go try to get on that. Not right now, but I'm gonna try to get on it once it comes back around. So, all right, guys. Again, that is gonna do it. Tom Sawyer Island here at Walt Disney World at the Magic Kingdom, going away. July 6th is the last day you could enjoy this. July 7th, this will be officially closed. Not closing on July 7th, as in you can come over here and enjoy it one last time. As of July 7th, you come into the park, this will be all shut down. This will not be a thing anymore. So get over here if you're watching this by the 6th to enjoy this one last time. Hopefully you're not blocked out like I am. All right. Awesome. Okay, guys, again, that's gonna do it. So, as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon, check down below for links to Spreadshirt, hit the join button to become a member of this channel to gain early access to all of my videos. And if you guys watch this video all the way into the very end, hashtag Huck Tom Becky. There you go, hashtag Huck Tom Becky. If you guys watch this video all the way until the very, very end. And like I said, leave those comments down below. I want to hear your thoughts about Tom Sawyer Island and Liberty Bell as well. Let me hear from you guys. What do you guys think about Rivers of America, Tom Sawyer Island going away, and cars taking over this whole chunk of the Magic Kingdom? Let me know. All right, yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Like I said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. Look at that, we're like spot on 1 hour. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys. Bye.